Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Kelly Gagan.
Well, first of all, I love Lexington, and I love this awesome group of people. So thanks for coming. But, recently I realized that I had forgotten to teach my children any nursery rhymes when they were little. And at first I felt like a really bad mother. And then I started thinking, I don't know, some of them are kind of weird. For example, a rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. Now, there's a lot more to that, but do we need to know a whole lot more? And I'm the type, I don't care about someone, what they're doing or what their occupation is, but I would warn the other 2 fellas in the tub to watch out for that candlestick maker. You never know what he's up to. And then we have Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Well, now somebody's putting him back together because he keeps getting back up on that wall. And has anybody in Humpty's inner circle ever thought to tell him that he might want to find a new hobby? Maybe something indoors like checkers or bingo. Something he's not going to get splattered all over the sidewalk every day. Because he's wasting a lot of people's time. The king's horses and the king's men come running. And it's, if you really want to think about it, Humpty Dumpty's kind of a selfish asshole. He wants to do what he wants to do, and everybody else has to pick up the pieces. He's kind of like a nursery rhyme version of an addict. Find something new to do, Humpty, or get some help for this. And then we have Wee Willie Winky. Runs through the town, upstairs, downstairs, in his nightgown. So what's going on here? Is this a small child running around at night by himself? Or is this a full-grown man with a wee winky? Either way, I don't think it's good. And then we have Jack and Jill. Everybody knows them. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. So I don't know, you kind of have to stop and think, what's wrong with these children? They can't walk up and down a hill, ever. Seems like when Jack falls, I'm okay with that. When Jill falls, I don't know why that pisses me off, but it does. And they're going up there for someone's hydration needs. So the people in the village are probably like, Jack and Jill, we need water. I think you're old enough. No, they're not. So, and they probably come back. We all know what happens. Jack's probably holding his head. Jill's limping. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Secretly looking in the pail to see if there's any water in it, which there's not. But yet they keep sending them. So I'm not sure who's more inept here, Jack and Jill or those fools that keep sending them. They can't do it. It's not in their wheelhouse. You're all going to die of dehydration if you keep sending these 2 bumbling idiots. And then we have the little old woman who lives in the shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She made them some broth without any bread and whipped them all soundly and put them to bed. So she's basically beating these children and not feeding them properly. And did she miss the class in school about birth control? And speaking of which, now that I mention it, no one ever seems to mention where's the father of the shoe? I mean, he had to be around at some point. I mean, did he just bail on these people? And they're living in a shoe. And the next one is kind of happy. It's, hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Well, I'm not really sure what kind of party this nursery rhyme group is having, but I think I want to be there. They're having a good time. You know, either weird things are going on or they think they're going on. And this one, when I was even a kid, it was a little bit like, this disturbs me, and you'll see why. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater. Had a wife. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Okay, I have a couple of thoughts on this. The first one is, if he's so good at eating pumpkin, why is she trying to leave? The second one, and more disturbing, is he's holding his wife hostage in the shell of a fruit. And we're all singing about it to our children. Of course, I didn't, but everybody else was. And the last one is a song, and it's called This Old Man. Okay, and it goes, this old man, he played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give your dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. All right, we have that. And then we have this old man, he played knick-knack on my shoe. Okay, I'll give him that. And then we have 3. He played knick-knack on my knee. Now, I'm not really sure what knick-knack, paddywhack is. But I don't think I like that. And then we have 4. He played knick-knack on my door. I mean, I've never called it that before, but there is an opening there. So this guy, what is he doing? He's running around town playing knick-knack, paddywhack on everybody with his dog, and that's the other thing. I mean, is he giving the dog a bone? Or is he giving the dog a bone? I'm not sure. I think we might want to call the authorities about this guy. Or maybe even better, here's a thought. If Wee Willie Winky's a full-grown man, let's hook these 2 up together, and they can run around and wreak havoc. Anyway, that's all I've got for you all tonight. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage, Kelly Gagan.
Well, this looks like a fun group. I'm excited to get started. You know, All of us have seen those drug commercials on TV where a lot of times the side effects are like 10 times worse than the condition they're supposed to be helping. Like a lot of times, just give me a headache, for the love of God, you know. But there's one drug that the main area of the body that it seems to want to attack is the perineum. Which, by the way, in layman's terms, is the taint. Because it taints your asshole and it can't taint the other. It's that little slice of highway down there, minding its own business, not bothering anybody. You think of all the areas of the whole body that this drug could want to bother. Why in the world would they want to go down there and pick on the taint? I say leave the taint alone.